Hello everyone, I'm Zain Afif, and this video is about a text-pragmatic approach to moot questions in Arabic based on a study made by Reda A. In order to warm up, let's now understand the definition of moot questions. Moot questions are the questions that provoke disagreement, dispute, and doubt. Unlike other questions, moot questions don't actually seek an answer. When I ask you a moot question, I'm trying to open up a discussion with you, an argument. Let's say I'm trying to provocate you in order to answer in a certain way or to talk in a certain way. Now, the word provocation is the key word when it comes to moot questions. Now, I have to say something. Some linguists say that a successful discussion is a discussion that ends up with a result. So we can consider any discussion that includes a moot question as an unsuccessful discussion. Why? Because it ends up without any result. You can't know which one was right and which one was wrong. And everyone actually answers a question with another question. Moot questions are mostly used in political TV programs or political discussions. You can see a lot of people like talking and answering a question with another one without any result, and you can look at them knowing that they will never ever like talk in a calm way. Now let's consider the following question and compare its possible answers, of course. Now we're gonna call the first person as the debater in the study and people who respond to his questions as the respondent. Now the debater here says كيف ترى الديمقراطية العربية المزعومة. Now let's focus on the word المزعومة. When someone says المزعومة, it means that he does not believe in what he's saying. There is no democracy. That's exactly what this person is trying to say. Now the first respondent answers as the following: أنت على حق. Now, how could this be an answer for كيف ترى? When someone asks you كيف ترى something, you say أراها هكذا أو لا أعرف كيف أراها أو etc. But this person said أنت على حق. This actually means that he understood the intention that the debater had when he said كيف المزعومة. Now, the third person, the second respondent, says لماذا تنكرون الديمقراطية المزعومة? He's answering with another question. Why do you deny it? He also understood the intention that both the debater and the first respondent had. Now, the goal of this study, the main goal, is to analyze these questions in their different sequences, their pragmatic function, their different syntactic constructions, and their lexical features. Now, the debater's intention of provocation and the respondent's retaliation result in two textual effects: extension and disorganization of discourse. I'm not going to talk about this point right now because we're going to talk about it later on at the end of the presentation. So let's carry on. Now, the intention that the debater has whenever he asks a question could be accusation, could be mistrust, blame, or mockery. But how can you know which one of those intentions is the debater's intention? Now, it's actually, according to the following: the concepts that he or she has, his or her pre-knowledge of the attitude, and the context of the situation. Now, notice that we said that the goal of this study is to analyze the questions, right? So the answers are excluded in this study. Why? Because the answers to all questions stereotype the different attitudes of the respondents, as in example 1. The fact that conflicting answers are predictable, since they reflect the different attitudes of the respondents, plays down the significance of the answers as productive elements in discourse. Respondent questions are to some extent representative of the respondents' answers. So the answers are not very important to us to analyze it. So it will be included if it's like necessary. Now, patterning of questions. There are three types of moot questions, which are initial questions. They can be only asked by the debater. We're going to talk about this right now. Debater questions and respondent questions. As you can see, respondent questions can be asked by the respondents. So this is the end of the first video. So please Keep up with me in the second video to start up with initial questions.